Hello, and thanks for tuning in to this quick little video. I just wanted to make something that I hope can help demystify a process that seems really complicated and intimidating to most people, and that's how to get a bail bond. So that way, on those days that a lot of people really don't see coming, you feel much more comfortable with a sense of clarity and certainty about what to expect. My name is Arish Rivers, and I have been a bail agent for over 10 years in California. I'm making this video from home, just doing a quick little raw thing that I hope will stay in the back of your head as a guide to how this works. So let's dive right in. In California, bail is something you can do. Cost of bail is 10% of the bail amount. The bail amount is dictated generally by the charges being levied against somebody, right? Now you can go to the jail and pay that money directly to the jail to have your loved one released. But in most cases, it's really expensive. It costs way too much money, and not a lot of people just have those kinds of funds available. So instead, use a bail bond company, right? And what a bail company will do is pay the full amount of the bail to have that person released. Now, the way this works is you pay 10% in California. In other states, it can be different. Nevada's 15, other ones might be 12, but California, it's just 10%. And once that person is released, they are given their court dates, and all they have to do is show up. That's it. Now, at the end of the case, the bail company gets the money they put up back, and they keep the money you paid, the 10%, the bail premium. That's how bail companies earn money. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. But some important things to make sure you are aware of. The first thing is understand the liability. When a bail company posts that bond, they are making a promise to the courts that the person getting out is going to cooperate and show up to court. If they fail to appear, the county issues an automatic bench warrant, and that now starts a clock where the bail company has so much time to get that person back into court or custody before the bail company loses the money they put up, and the people who bailed that person out of jail become liable for the full amount of the bail. Let's run that back to make sure you understand it. For example, if you ask me to bail out your uncle who got a DUI and I put up $25K and he decides not to go to court, it's in my best interest to get him into court within that time frame before the county gets mad and takes my money. Well, if that happens, now you or anybody else who bailed that person out are liable for that $25,000 to make sure that I'm whole. So as you can see, everybody has a little bit of skin in the game, and it's always in our best interest just to help people go through court. Another question you may have is what happens if no charges are filed or the case gets dropped? The one thing you have to understand is that the cost of a bail bond is just the cost to get the door open. It is not refundable if the case gets dropped, if something horrible happens to the person that's supposed to show up. And the downside is that the courts don't care why that person may not be showing up to court. So whether it's childcare reasons, or maybe sickness, or work, or prior engagements, or maybe even a court date in another county, they don't care. So if you ever find somebody in those situations, or you yourself are there, just work with the bail company, because it's their goal to get you through the case, get you into court, see it through the end of the case, so that way they get free to the liability, they get their money back, and the world keeps turning. That's it. That is how bail works. It is very simple. Now, take it from me and hundreds of other bail agents and millions of other people when we say that anybody can have a bad day. Me personally, I would rather be your best friend on a bad day. So if you have questions, or there's something looming in the shadows or whatever it is, and you just need help, feel free to reach out. I am happy to provide the information. You can just go to www.riversbail.com, and I am here to help you get through it. That's all for now. Thanks.